Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of Card Sharks. I'd like to thank McLeod52896 for today's opening poem. And remember, if you'd like to leave an opening poem for the show, leave it in the comments section below. Now, on with today's game. Sevens, nines, and eights are not that great, but a deuce or an ace puts you in your happy place on Card Sharks! This is the game where a single turn of the cards can win you over $32,000 in cash. And now, to get us started, here's your host of Card Sharks, Brandon Scruggs! Welcome into another edition of Card Sharks right here at MVP Productions. Glad you could join us here once again. On our last show, we crowned ourselves a brand new champion who won a big chunk of money in our money cards round last time. He's got himself $17,000 in cash so far, and he's looking to add more today. So please welcome back our current champion, Mr. Nels.
Hello.
Glad to have you back.
Thank you.
One of our biggest wins. Tied for one of our biggest wins of the season so far.
Okay.
Pick up some money here. You ready to go again today?
Oh, I'm absolutely ready to go against my first opponent. Yes.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Good luck to you, and good luck to your first opponent playing here on Card Sharks for the first time. Please welcome in Mr. Jose Cazares.
Hey, Brandon. Thank you for having me, sir.
Yeah, glad to have you aboard. Jose, tell the good folks in YouTube land about yourself.
Oh, gladly, sir. I'm Jose Cazares. I'm 20 years old. Live in the great state of Texas in Red Oak. I'm a part-time college student, and I am, in my spare time, I actually like to play some music.
Fantastic. What kind of music you play?
I just basically do a little bit of everything.
Oh, okay. Jack of all trades, master of none yet. We're working on that, though. I like it. Well, hopefully some of that musical knowledge might come in handy with some of the questions tonight. We never know. We'll see what happens here. You both ready to play?
Yes.
Ready, sir.
All right, let's get right to it. As you know, our objective here is to work your way across our game board, calling whether the next card is going to be higher or lower. If you win a game, you win $500. Remember, we play best 2 out of 3. Winner goes on to the money cards for a chance at possibly up to $32,000 in cash. As always, we start off game number 1 with a question to our champion here. And Nels, we start you off with this.
Okay.
We asked 100 business economists, is the United States headed for another Great Depression? How many of 100 U.S. economists said that we are?
Oh, I'm going to say that's a very middle to the road. I'm going to say 51.
51 out of 100 said that we are headed for another Great Depression here. Jose, higher or lower than 51?
Well, seeing as how our economy is today amidst everything that's going on, I'm going to say it's slightly higher.
I'll say slightly higher than that. All right, if the answer is higher, Jose will be playing his cards first. If it's not, Nels will be playing his cards. The actual number of business economists that said the United States is headed for another Great Depression is 78. It is higher.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I could see why.
Yeah, absolutely. The way the world's going right now. All right, Jose, you've won the question, so you're going to be playing your cards first. As you know, our champion plays the red cards. Jose, our challenger, will be playing the blue cards. And Jose, we start you off with this first game of Card Sharks with an ace.
Oh, awesome. Good card. We're going to keep that ace, and we're going to go lower.
Lower than the ace. It's a 6. Now you can continue on, work your way down the board and continue calling higher or lower, or you could freeze at any point in time. But remember, if you manage to get all the way across the board in one single go, that's a $1,000 bonus for sweeping the board.
Well, I'm going to look at it this way. Even if I make a mistake at this point, I've got a great base card to go back to. So we're going to keep going, and we're going to go higher than the 6.
Okay, risking it higher than the 6. It's a 10.
Oh, it's basically basically on the other end here. I'm I'm going to freeze.
Gonna freeze right there, okay? Keeping Nels away from his cards, having a 3-card advantage over him. As we go to question number 2 now, which goes to you, Jose. Jose, we asked 100 mothers.
Okay.
Was your first born before you were married? Okay, was your first born
Ooh.
before you were married 9 months, I should say. Excuse me. I couldn't read the last part of it here. 100 mothers, was your firstborn before you were married for 9 months? How many of 100 mothers said yes, their firstborn child was born before 9 months they were into their marriage?
Well, I would think it would be rare, but it's still a possibility. So I'm going to say 30.
I'm going to say 30 out of 100 said they had their first child before they were 9 months into their marriage. Nels, higher or lower than 30?
I think that's a fairly higher number. I'm going to say higher.
You're going to say even higher than that. A lot of people having babies before they're married. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, the actual number of mothers who had their firstborn child before they were 9 months into their marriage is 27. It's not higher.
Oh my God.
Jose, very close
Wow.
to an exact answer. Should you get an exact answer in the show, it's also a $1,000 bonus for that as well. Jose, you've got control of the cards and you've got that 10. What do you want to do?
Change it, sir.
All right, changing it. We'll change it with the next card off the top of your
Eight,
deck.
eight.
That 10 now becomes a 6.
It's all right. It's a good card. We're going to go higher than the 6.
All right, higher than the 6. No, it's a 4. You lose
Oh,
that.
wow.
You lose
Yes.
that card there, so that gives Nels a free chance to play off of his base card, which is a deuce.
Higher, please.
Higher than a 2. It's a queen.
Lower, please.
Lower than a
Stop,
queen.
baby.
King or ace.
It's a 10.
I'm going to freeze it right there.
Gonna freeze it right there. Does it trust the cards? Both
Nope.
players needing 2 cards now to complete the round. Go to question number 3 for this one, and this one goes to Nels.
Okay.
Nels, we asked 100 single women, have you ever run into an old friend while you were still dreaming about, only to find that she didn't remember your name? How many of 100 single women said they've ever run into an old friend they were still dreaming about, only to find out they didn't remember their name?
50.
50, right up the middle, he says.
Yeah.
Oh, you would.
All right,
You
Jose,
would do that.
higher or lower than 50?
You would do that. You would.
Hey, I did 51 last time, sir, so you better be lucky.
It kind of tends to happen between people's friends, seeing as how some time passes by in some cases. But I'm gonna say that I'm gonna go a bit lower.
I'll say a little lower than that. Well, let's see. The actual number of single women who've ever run into an old friend they were still dreaming about, only to find out that she didn't remember your name, is 30. It is lower.
Jesus.
Okay.
All right, Jose, you got control. You have that 6. What do you want to do with it?
It didn't do so good to me last time, so we're gonna change it.
All right,
Must be
changing
an
the
8.
6 off card. That 6 now becomes a 3.
Much better. We're gonna go higher.
All right, higher than a 3. Oh, no, another 3.
Oh!
Lost you there. So Nels, a free shot to play with a 10.
I'm going to try lower.
Lower than the 10. Oh, no, Jack there.
Oh!
Wow.
Cost you that
Wow.
one there. We'll replace that card there, and we're on to our 4th and final question of this first game here. Someone must win on this play of the cards. This question goes to Jose. Jose, we asked 100 first graders, do you close your eyes when people kiss on TV because it's too gross to watch? How many of 100 first graders say they do close their eyes when people kiss on TV because it's just too gross to watch?
Oh my goodness. Well, seeing as how they're 6-year-olds, I'd say quite a lot of them would think it would be disgusting. I mean, when I was a first grader and I saw kissing scene on TV, I'm like, that is no. Why is that even a thing? So I'd be part of that crowd, but I'm gonna say it's a pretty high number. I'm gonna go with 60.
60 out of 100 say that it's too gross to watch. Nels, what do you think? Higher or lower than 60?
I'm going to say lower than that.
You're going to say just lower than that.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see. For all important control of the cards here, the actual number of first graders who close their eyes when people kiss on TV because it's too gross to watch is 61. Is just barely higher.
Wow.
Jose only one off of getting that $1,000 exacta bonus there. All right, Jose, you've got control, sir. You've got an interesting situation. You have a 3. Nels has a 10. You both need 2 cards in order to win the first game of the match. So the option is yours, sir. Would you like to play it, or would you like to pass it to Nels?
As tempting as it is to pass it to Nels, I'm going to play it myself.
Oh my god.
Okay, you have the 3. Would you like to change it?
No way. We're not going to change
All
that
right.
3. It's a good card. We're going to go higher.
All right. Call both of them correct. You win the first game of the match. One mistake. Nels gets game 1. Higher than a 3. It's a 9.
Oh boy.
Hey.
We're going to go with the odds, and we're going to go lower.
Going for game 1 of the match. Lower than a 9. It's a 3. He's got it. Well done, sir. Game 1 for you. That's $500 in cash. So you're up 1 game to nothing. Nell's going to try to play some catch up here. As we clear the board off for game number 2 now. Redealing the next cards off the top of your deck. And we start game 2 with a question to our challenger first in this round. So, Jose, we asked 100 dog owners, has one of your dogs ever mistaken your guest's legs for a fire hydrant? How many of 100 dog owners said their dogs have mistaken their guest's legs for a fire hydrant?
Okay.
I think you can understand what I'm hinting at here in this.
Yes, I understand perfectly. Oh my god.
I am too, actually.
Oh my god. I'm not a dog owner, but I mean, how did they confuse their? Well, whatever. I have no knowledge of that, but I'm gonna say it's a pretty low number because Well, then again, no, I'm gonna say pretty low. I'm gonna go 35.
35 out of 100 said they've mistaken their guest's legs for a fire hydrant. Nels, higher or lower than 35?
I'm gonna say lower.
I'm gonna say lower than that.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. The actual number of dog owners who have had their guest's legs mistaken for a fire hydrant is 38. It's not lower, just a little higher.
Oh my!
Oh, damn.
Jeez.
Jose's all over the good guesses here today. And Jose, we're going to start you off this round with a 4.
I'm gonna keep the 4, and we're gonna go higher.
Going on higher than a 4. It's a 7.
Ooh. Uh-oh. This is a tough one here. I'm gonna go for it and go higher.
Going on higher than a 7. It's a 10.
Hey.
What was that?
Freeze.
All right, got a freeze there. Again, with 3 card lead over Nels.
Okay.
See what happens as we go into question number 2. This one is for Nels.
Yeah.
Nels, we asked 100 people, is a person that steals $100 at gunpoint worse than a criminal that is an executive who embezzles $10,000 from a company? How many of 100 people say that the person who steals $100 is worse than an executive who embezzles $10,000 from a company?
That's a toughie. Oh my Atlanta. I'm gonna say 65.
65 out of 100 say that they are just as bad as someone who steals. Jose, higher or lower than 65?
Jose.
I'm gonna go with the odds and go a little bit lower.
I'm going to say a little lower than that. All right, we'll see here. The actual number of people who say that a person who steals $100 at gunpoint is worse than a criminal as executive who embezzles $10,000 from a company is 65, right on the nose. Wow. There's just a $1,000 bonus.
Take that.
Well done, sir. $1,000 cash more for you for getting the exact answer right on the nose there. And Nels, you get control of the cards. So we start you off with this base card for this round, a jack.
Perfect. Lower than the jack.
Going on, lower than the jack. It's a 5.
Higher than the 5.
Going on, higher than that 5. Another jack.
Lower than the jack.
Going for lower than the jack. Oh no, another jack. Gosh, there you go. All the way back to the base card there. Jose, a free chance to play off the 10.
Damn it.
Well, we're gonna go lower. Going with the odds.
Lower than the 10. Oh no, an ace there. Gosh, that
Oh
card
my
there.
God!
Rough going there. Both players not able to make any progress here. We go to question number 3 now. This one goes to Jose. Jose, we asked 100 married men. When you and your wife have an argument, does she usually get the last word? How many of 100 married men said yes, their wife does usually get the last word in an argument?
Oh, this is a tough one. The marriages overall are pretty balanced. Some of them, the men have the final word. Others, the women have the final word. But I'm going to say 55 out of 100.
All right, 55 out of 100 say that the woman usually gets the last word. Nels, higher or lower than 55?
I believe it's a little bit higher. Women always like to get the last word in.
Understandably so. We'll see in this one. The actual number of married men who say their wife actually gets the last word when they have an argument is 70. It is higher.
Reasonable.
Well done, Nels. You've got control, and you've got yourself that jack.
I gotta go lower.
Keeping the jack going lower than the jack. It's a 10.
I gotta go lower.
And again, lower than the 10. Oh no, queen. Lose those 2 cards there with a chance for Jose to play off his 10.
We're going lower again.
Lower than the 10. Oh no, a king. Tough cards there. Nobody making any progress again. We are to our 4th and final question. Once again, someone must win on this play of the cards. The question goes to Nels. Nels, we asked 100 fathers, have you ever had to rush out Christmas morning because Santa forgot batteries for something? How many of 100 fathers said they've had to rush out Christmas morning to try to find batteries because Santa forgot to bring them?
Once again, I'm going to make Jose work for this. I'm going to say 50.
50 right up the middle there. Jose, higher or lower than 50?
Well, most fathers typically get their kids some kind of a technical toy for Christmas, so I'm going to go a little higher.
I'm going to say a little higher than that. Well, for all important control of the cards, the actual number of fathers who have had to rush out Christmas morning because Santa forgot to bring batteries for something is 30. It is not higher.
Oh.
All right, Nels. Tough choice for you here, sir. You have a jack. You can change that jack if you want and play it, but you need 4 cards in order to tie up the match. Jose has a 10. He cannot change it. He only needs 2 cards to win the game and the match. So the option is yours, sir. Would you like to pass or play?
I'm going to let Jose play because he can't change.
All right, Jose, he said the cards are yours. You have to call it from the 10. Get it right. Get both cards right. You become the new champion. Make 1 mistake, and Nels ties up the match. Call it from the 10.
All right, we're going to go with the odds, and we're going to go lower. The 3rd time has to be the charm.
I see. Lower and then a 10. It's a 5.
Oh, no.
Higher.
For the game and the match to become the new champion, higher than a 5. It's an 8. He's done it. Congratulations, Jose. You're a new champion. Talk to you in just a second. Nels, you did very good for yourself. You're not leaving here empty-handed. You leave us on the show here with $18,000 in cash, and our thanks for playing.
Thank you.
Jose's going to take on the money cards, and we'll do that right after this. Stay with us. Welcome back to Card Sharks. Jose, our new champion here with $1,000 to his credit so far, and now he's going to try his luck here with the money cards. You know how this works, Jose, but for folks at home who may not seen it, mind you, we start you at the bottom of the board with $200 of brand new betting money. You're going to work your way across the bottom row, calling higher or lower each card. Until you get to the second row where you'll get an additional $400 and 3 more cards there. Remember, minimum bets are at least $50 until you get to the top card, which is our big bet card, where you must bet at least half your money. And you can change one card on each of your base levels, one of the 3 extra cards we'll deal out on the side of the board. Now remember, if you could do a perfect double, double, double all the way to the top of the board, you're going to win yourself $32,000 in cash, all right? So best of luck to you. We're going to go ahead and deal out these cards and give you that fresh $200 in betting money. All right, good luck to you. Let's see what your starting base card's going to be. We start you off with a 3.
A good card to start with. We're going to keep it. We're going to bet half of it, 100, that the next card is higher than a 3.
Okay, going $100. Higher than that 3. It's a king. Good call. You have $300 and another great card.
All right, got another good card. We're going to go half of it again, 150, that the next card is lower.
Going on 150, lower than the king. It's a 9, up to 450 now.
And I would like to change that card with number 1.
All right, change it with number 1. That 9's now going to become an 8 up the middle.
All right, well, we're going to bet 50, minimum bet that the next card is higher.
All right, $50 higher than the 8. It's an ace. Good call there. $500 on the ace. We move it up, give you another $400. You have $900 and a card you can't lose on.
Well, we're going to bet all 900 lower.
Come on, let's see anything but an ace. Lower than the ace. That's a 3. $1,800 and a 3.
All right, we're going to bet 800 that the next card is higher than the 3.
Okay, $800 higher than the 3. Oh no, it's a 2. Cost you $800, but you have $1,000 and another great card.
Well, can't lose on this one. Betting it all the $1,000 Vivus higher.
Higher than the 2. It's a 6. $2,000 there. We now move that 6 up to the big bet card. Do you want to keep it?
We're going to change it, sir. We're going to go with number 2.
All right, changing with number 2. All important change here. Your big bet card is now a 2.
Hey!
Yeah! Well, we're betting the entire 2,000 higher.
All right, for $2,000 or $4,000 higher than a 2. It's a jack. He's done it. There we go. $4,000 for you, Jose. Added to what you've won, you're now up to an even $5,000 in cash. Well done.
All right.
Jose's going to take on another opponent. We got more Card Sharks on the way right after this. Stay with us. Welcome back here to Card Sharks. Jose, your new champion, now $5,000 cash to his credit, and he's looking to add some more as he takes on his next opponent. So let's meet him now. Coming to us by way of Seattle, Washington, please welcome in Mr. Evan.
Hello, hello.
Glad to have you aboard with us, Evan. First time playing here on Card Sharks. Tell the good folks at home a little about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Evan, and I'm a teacher in Seattle, Washington, and on my spare time, lots of reality television right now, especially during this coronacation, if you will.
Yeah, a lot of people suffer from that, myself included. What's your favorite reality show you like watching?
No, I actually just discovered We're Here, which is the story of 3 drag queens who go to really small towns to help people who are queer find their own communities. And so it's a really positive show. It's great. So it's good. It's just a great watch.
Fantastic. I think my fiance would actually like that one, so I have to tell her about it after the show. But you ready to play some Card Sharks with us?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right, get into it here. Jose, our champion, now will be playing the red cards. Evan, our challenger, will be playing the blue cards. And we start off game number 1 with, of course, a question to our champion. Jose, we asked 100 single women, is it okay for a woman to ask a man for a date? How many of 100 single women said yes?
Oh, interesting. Okay. I don't really know that many women asking men for dates, but anything goes around here. I'm gonna say 40 out of 100 would do that.
I say 40 out of 100 would ask a man out on a date. Evan, higher or lower than 40?
I think that with we have dating apps now. We have a lot of really great ways that I think we're also like pretty progressive, and I think that women are absolutely okay with being more forthright. So I'm actually going to say it's higher.
I'm going to say even higher than that. Well, let's see. I'm curious to see what the answer is on this one myself. The actual number of single women who said it's okay to ask a man out on a date is 80. Is way higher.
Wow. Whoa.
4 out of 5 women say it's okay for role reversal. I'm perfectly fine with this myself. All right.
Hey.
I'm actually good with this too.
All right. Evan, you got control of the cards. Let's take a look at what your base card here is. A 3.
Absolutely. I'm excited. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to go higher.
Going on higher than a 3. It's a 7.
Oh, gosh. I have a really great base card. I might as well just go for it. I'm going to say higher.
Risking against the 7 higher. It's an ace.
Absolutely. I'm going to go lower.
Lower than the ace. It's a 2.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
For game 1 of the match, $500 plus $1,000 for sweeping the board. Higher than a 2. It's a 5. He's done it.
Oh my.
Just like that, aced it in one go. 500 for the game, plus 1,000 for sweeping the board. Already up to $1,500. Well done. And that's only game.
Wow.
And just like that, Jose, you might be in trouble on this one.
I know. I'm nervous now.
Well, we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and clear off the board. Deal the next cards off the top of the deck. And let's get into game number 2 here with a question now, starting with our challenger in this round. Evan, we asked 100 third grade boys, if a girl showed up to play and was a good basketball player, would you let her play on your team? How many of 100 third grade boys said they would let the girl play on their team with them?
Once again, I think that this generation is really smart. I think that they are, I think they don't think about gender roles nearly as much. And I also think that third grade boys like to win. And especially if they know that this girl is great at this sport, they're going to be like, yeah, I want her in my team. So I'm actually going to go with 71.
71 out of 100 say that they would let the girl play on their team. Jose, higher or lower than 71?
I do agree, but I'm going to go with the odds and go lower.
I'm saying lower than that. Let's see. Well, the actual number of third grade boys who would let a girl play on their basketball team if he showed up and showed that she could play is 38. It is lower.
Oh,
Wow.
Not as many as you
Fuck
thought
you,
originally. All right, Jose, trying to play catch up here. Let's get you started off with this game of Card Sharks with a 6.
I'm going to change it. The 6s haven't been good to me.
All right, you change it because you won the question. You have the right to change it. Your boot card is, another 6.
yeah.
Well, dang. Well, dang it. I'm going to go higher.
Gonna go higher than the 6. It's a 10.
Ugh. Don't have a good base card to go back to. We're going to go for it and go lower. Just because I have to play catch up here.
Come on,
See lower
higher.
than a 10. No! Check there. Cost you those 2 cards there. Giving Evan a free chance to play with his base card. A 2.
Higher.
Higher than the 2. Oh, no, another 2.
Wow.
Stop the momentum dead cold as tracks. Nobody making any progress off of this one. We'll continue on to question number 2. This one goes to Jose. Jose, we asked 100 married men. In the past week, has your wife told you, I told you so? How many of 100 married men said their wife has said, I told you so, last week to them?
Oh, man, that is pretty common. I haven't been in a marriage myself yet, but I've seen enough marriages to know that tends to happen at least a handful of times a week. So I'm going to say it's a pretty high number. I'm going to go 70.
All right, 70 out of 100 said their wives told them I told you so in the last week. Evan, higher or lower than 70?
I actually think in marriages, I think that there's sometimes that things that need to be unspoken, and I think that there are things that don't need to be said. And so, you know what? I'm actually going to go with lower.
I'm going to say lower, going against the odds there. Let's see there. The actual number of married men who said their wife in the past week has told them, I told you so, is 56. It is lower.
All right.
Oh, man.
All right, Evan, you've got control, and you got that 2.
I am keeping that 2, and I'm going to go higher.
Higher than the 2. To 10.
Ooh. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to say lower.
Going on, lower than the 10. A 4.
I'm going to go for it. Actually, you know what? Oh, man. Oh, I'm going to freeze, actually. I'm going to freeze because he has a 6, and I like it. I'm going to freeze there.
Okay, going to freeze there with a 2-card advantage over Jose there. Let's continue on with our third question of the round. This one goes back to Evan. Evan, we asked 110-year-old boys, have you ever unwrapped a gift early, then rewrapped it so no one would know? How many of 110-year-old boys said they have unwrapped a gift early and rewrapped it so no one would know?
I mean, the question really is, how many of them rewrapped it and then, and nobody found out? Let's be real. I definitely think that they have done that, but I don't know if they have rewrapped it. I wonder if it's just been opened, and so I actually think it's going to be a pretty low number, especially since they're not thinking that far ahead. I'm going to say 23.
23 out of 100 of them said they have opened a gift early just to rewrap it. There, Jose, higher or lower than 23?
Well, I'm going with the odds. I'm going to go higher.
All right, going to go higher than that. Well, the actual number of 10-year-old boys who have unwrapped a gift early, then rewrapped it so no one would ever know is 44. It is higher.
All right. Okay.
Right, Jose needing this one here. He's got himself a 6. What do you want to do with it?
We're changing it, sir.
All right, changing
Number
that 6.
6.
Next card off the top of the deck. That 6 now becomes 7.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Dang it. These cards really don't want to be good to me, huh? Well, all right. We're going higher.
Higher than a 7. Oh, no, a 4. Cost you that card there.
Yeah.
Evan, a free chance to play the 4.
Higher.
Higher than the 4. It's a 5.
Oh, no.
I'm going for it, and I'm going to say higher for the win.
For the game and the match become the new champion, higher than a 5. Oh, no, a 3. Cost you that card there. You lose both of those, and we come to a very interesting situation. Sudden death. We must have a winner on this play of the cards. And the question this time goes to Jose. Jose, we asked 100 single women. Has a man ever asked you for a lock of your hair as a keepsake? How many of 100 single women said yes, a man has asked for a lock of their hair as a keepsake?
Let's go 45.
45 out of 100 said a man has asked for a lock of their hair as a keepsake. Evan, higher or lower than 45?
That is absolutely wild. I do not think guys do that. There's no way that it would. I don't think there's any possible way that could happen. I'm definitely going to say lower.
I'm going to say lower than that. For all important control, the actual number of single women who said a man has asked for a lock of their hair as a keepsake is 28. It is lower.
All right.
Oh, no.
All right, Evan. Interesting decision for you here. You've got the 4.
It's an easy decision for me. So easy.
All right. Well, you have a 4. You need 2 cards to win. Jose has a 7. He has to sweep the entire board to win. The option is yours. You want to play it or would you want to pass it?
Good luck, Jose. Go for it.
All right, Jose, you've got to get all the way across the board. One mistake, and Evan becomes our new champion, sir. Good luck to you. Call the 7.
Well, no matter what, I've got $5,000. Even if I make a mistake here, but man, with everything that has happened in this game, Evan, I'm proud of you, man.
Oh, thank you.
I don't think it has been a good game here. Regardless, we're going with the odds, and we're going to go higher.
All right, higher than the 7. Oh no, it's a 3, and that means Evan's our new champion.
Dang it.
Congratulations, Evan. That is $2,000 for you. You're going to go on to the money cards here in just a minute. Jose, we got to say goodbye to you, but you don't leave here empty handed. $5,000 to your credit. Our thanks for playing. All right, stick around, folks. Evan's going for the money cards right after this. Welcome back to Card Sharks, another new champion here on the show. Evan's got himself $2,000 in cash, and now he's going to take his shot here at the money cards. Evan, you know how this works, and we're running short on time for this episode, so we're going to get right into it. We're going to deal out those cards, give you a fresh $200 of betting money, and I wish you good luck, sir. Let's get right to it. Starting with your base card in this game of a 9.
Ooh, change that card to number 3.
Changing with number 3. That 9's now going to become a 3. Good change.
Absolutely. I love it. 150 higher.
Okay, $150 higher than the 3. It's an 8 up the middle. You got about $350.
$50 lower.
All right, $50. Minimum bet lower than the 8. Oh no, Queen. Cost you $50, but a much better card now.
I'm going to say $200 lower.
Okay, good bet here on the Queen. $200 lower. It's a 3. There we go.
Absolutely. I love it.
$500 in that 3. We're going to move it up to the next row. We'll give you another $400. You have $900 and another 3.
I'm going to say $800 higher.
$800 higher than the 3. It's a 6.
Ooh,
$1,700 and a 6 now.
Let's see. I'm going to change that for number 1.
Okay, changing with card number 1. That 6 is now going to become a king.
Absolutely. I'm going to go all of it lower.
Betting it all for $3,400. Lower than a king. A deuce. All of it. There it again. $3,400 higher than a 2. It's an 8. $6,800. We move up that dirty snowman to the big bet card. Do you want to change it?
Absolutely. Let's change that.
All right, all important change here. Your big bet card is now a jack. All right, you have $3,800. You must bet at least $3,400 on this.
Oh man. Yeah, let's go 3,400. Let's go 3,400 lower.
All right, $3,400. So if you get this right, you'll have $10,200 if this card is lower than a jack. Oh no! And cost you there, but that's okay. $3,400 is what you'll finish up with.
All right.
To add to your money that you had in the upfront game, sir. You now have a grand total of $5,400. Well done.
Great. Thanks. Yeah, it's great.
Congratulations, team. And folks, that is going to do it for us here on this episode of Card Sharks. We thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you want to see more of it, check out the first season on our playlist. And if you want to subscribe and see the other great game shows we have here, past, present, and future, click that subscribe button down below and ring the bell. That way you never miss out on all the fun and games going down here at MVG Productions. And until the cards are dealt out once again and we try to give away some more money, I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs, saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here for more Card Sharks. Take care. Bye for now, folks. This is your announcer, Michael Gentry, speaking for Card Sharks, an MVG Productions presentation.